You grab that out. This will be better. I believe this will be better. In fact, it is. I can see it already.
That stuff you can't test out until you actually hear. It just cleaned our chairs.
It's better. Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was the white, bro. Okay, bro. You didn't get a white one, too. Thank you. You too. Thank you. Right? Did you want hot sauce or anything? Ketchup?
No hot sauce.
Heard that.
Sweating.
That's a lot of names. Yes. I'll be pretty with the food because we was on live. I did. We're gonna what is it called? Review? We're doing a Cane's review.
Oh, got it. I'll take it.
Okay.
So I'm thinking,
You have a YouTube channel or something? You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
so you can look me up. My channel is Balance Motherhood.
You said Balance Motherhood?
Do you have a channel?
I don't know. I don't do good videos.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your last title? For your last one?
My last video.
Are you serious? Alright, it's not coming up.
But it's Balance Motherhood.
Yeah, I put the title up here. I think I put 2 E's instead of 1. I think that's what
That's probably why.
yeah, it's Balance Motherhood.
Balance
For my mother.
this one?
Yeah, because yours are all going to have your purpose.
Wait, can you spell it?
It's
Alright.
BALANCE.
A-N?
So balance, one word, and it's motherhood.
Mother. H-O-O-P.
T-H-E-R. So mother, and then hood, H-O-O-D.
Oh, I found it. Oh, the balance.
Maybe that's why.
Alright. I just subscribed. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's get into it. So let's start with you trying.
Right. So welcome back to Balance Motherhood. So happy y'all here today. I feel like you should probably put a like screen on it.
I'm fine with that. Don't think it's yeah. Because the last thing we want to do is do all of this and then they don't hear us. Right. No, I got a pocket right here, so I can yeah.
Keep mics.
That's not my thing. That's not my thing. I'm on your show.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's loud in here, so
Is it really?
yeah, let's hope they can hear us. So at least we got
I hope
mics.
so too.
That's the best we can do, okay? So yeah, so why did you pick Cranes? What made you pick this place?
Because you haven't tried it yet, and I wanted to get an honest assessment,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, this looks really good. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if y'all ever eaten here before. My cousin said a lot of people have not eaten here before.
Yeah, a lot of people have said, "Oh, I never tried it before. Never tried it before," and it's actually really good.
Right, and you said they sell fries, chicken,
Yes.
and is this a biscuit?
Toast, Texas toast, Texas toast.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's interesting. So let me introduce you. Hold on, they don't even know who you are. Okay. So y'all not used to seeing me bring anybody here, but this is my famous cousin. Okay. This is my famous cousin. His name is Mr. Stokes. Okay. So, should I tell me your first name?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is Mr. Jermaine Stokes. Okay, he's a very important person. So
Not
I'm
at
really
all.
shocked that he even came.
That is.
Have some spare time for me. Okay, this is a special moment. I don't think y'all understand.
My cousin is just really something.
So when
She's
my
putting on
cousin
for
say
y'all.
come, you just come. You come from here and you just
Drop
show
what
up.
you're doing and get here now.
You don't play no games, okay? So, you know, very proud to bring you here. I love
I
you.
can't believe she's doing y'all like. Don't believe this. Do not believe this. My cousin is putting on right now.
You sit and listen to him for 10 minutes. You're going to be like, wow, okay. That man is important. I don't know what's going on here. I need to listen to him. I'm saying, I was going to ask too, do you want them to like follow you on Facebook or something?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, so I'm going to put, I don't think I can do it right now.
That's okay. You want me to give it to you? I'll give it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
I'll send you that information.
Okay. And I'm gonna put his information in the comment section, like pinned, or in the description section. That way y'all can go and follow him so y'all can see what I'm saying is true and I'm not lying. Okay? 'Cause I know what I'm talking about.
I'm single.
Yes,
No ring.
he's single, by the way. You know, so if y'all, single women out there, okay, and respectable, okay. Wait, matter of fact, y'all already here, so I already know y'all on the right tip anyway. Okay.
My cousin knew it. She already know. I ain't gotta say it.
So you gotta come correct.
That's right. That's right.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna test out some of this food because my cousin already tasted, but I've never had it before, and I think this is gonna be interesting because I stopped eating Popeyes because it's just too salty.
Yeah, and this is not like that.
Yeah, it's nothing like that.
It's not like that.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Not at all.
Question. So where is the special sauce? Because I heard it's a special
It's
sauce.
underneath the toast right there.
Really?
Yep.
Oh shoot. It's under. Okay. Let's see.
Now, I have to say something before you try that.
Uh-oh.
No, there's nothing wrong. I'm not a big fan of the sauce. But that's only because it's me.
Okay.
A lot of people rave over it. A lot of people come in and like, I want extra sauce. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Really?
yeah, but I wanted you to make your own opinion.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna start with some chicken and this sauce. Let's see if there's like, all right, you gotta warn me. I do want to warn.
It's not spicy.
Is it spicy?
No,
okay.
it's not spicy.
Okay, good.
Nope.
You said it's not spicy. It looks like mustard mixed with like some sort of buffalo. That's what it looks like.
It looks like Thousand Island dressing.
Thousand Island,
right?
Yeah.
It looks like Thousand Island dressing, but it's not. The taste is nothing like that.
Really?
Nothing like that.
It looks smoky, like a smoked taste. Gotta find out. It's good. It's okay. It's alright. I have tasted better sauce before.
I'm sure you have. I believe you.
It's kind of regular, y'all.
Yeah.
It's a regular sauce. Okay, I see what you're talking about. I guess okay.
Yep.
Reasonable.
Yep.
But the chicken,
It's good.
that is good.
I told you it's good.
This tastes like I made it at home. Like that real fresh taste.
I like that.
It's not overly battered.
Yep.
It's really good.
Yep. Yep.
This is fresh. Oh, good.
You like it?
Yeah. Do you know if they freeze the chicken? Like, is it from frozen to cooked? It's fresh.
They go from it's and that might be a little bit more information than I need to tell, but I know this information and it's accurate.
You're getting the behind the scenes, okay?
It is the behind the scenes, true. Yes. It's actually killed and bagged and sent to the restaurant within 7 days.
Really?
Once it comes to the restaurant, it has to be cooked and battered and prepped. I would say within 24 to 48 hours. So, and because it's about quality and it keeps an actual real taste, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because people, you guys know other chicken places, they do that. Just get the chicken and throw it in the walk-in. Excuse me. And then, you know, they just pull it out when they need it. Because they know us as
frozen to
exactly. Some of it is frozen. Some of it is sitting in a walk-in until they decide they want to get to it and give it to you. You know, but that's not how the standard for this company is not like that.
Right.
It's not like that.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is really good. That's really good. So now this is worth however much it costs. Okay, this is worth it. So how much is a like a basic meal like this one? So if they know.
I'm gonna tell you something. It definitely depends on where you're at. I've seen it range from $8 all the way to $12, depending on what you get. Now there's 4 meals, and they only specialize in chicken fingers, Texas toast, and icing, and of course their world famous cane sauce and their icing. Apparently down Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is where it's from, I believe. It's a big thing. It's just starting to break into the Philadelphia market, which is where we are. And I hope it's okay.
So maybe no, it's fine. So that's probably why I don't see them that often.
Yeah.
Because I think I've seen this store and maybe one other one, maybe downtown. That's really it.
Yeah.
I don't see them often. They're not like
don't.
everywhere like a
Nope.
McDonald's. Like,
Very true.
so I guess when you come across one, it's like a gym. Like, oh, it's springs there. We gotta go to the springs.
Yeah.
Like, this is really good. I absolutely love this chicken. Give me the 8-piece. Like that.
They don't. They got a 6. That's all he gonna get. So my brother, that's all he getting is the 8. Tell him he ain't getting no 8 over here.
But they go do a lot of work. So sweet.
Am I pretty?
I forgot to say my cousin was handsome.
Right. Come on, get with it, sis. This is live.
See, that's why as men, y'all just have to have confidence. Because people are not going to walk up to you and
They
be
sure
like,
not.
you are so handsome. Just fall out on the floor. They're not going to do that. So, you know, you just got to have that confidence.
Yeah.
I feel like you exude that, girl.
You think so?
When you walk in a room,
You think so?
yes.
Girl, if I told you some stuff off camera, you would be like, Jermaine.
Really?
Not at all. I'm completely the opposite. I exude it because it's natural to some extent. There are other times when I'm completely just not at 100% like that at all. At all. Yup.
And you probably still
And I
appear that
probably-
way to other people.
Yeah,
though, either
and
way.
they probably can't even tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. Because when you came in, I saw you was walking, about to walk through the door. But you came right in, you had a conversation with somebody, you connected with people, you were laughing. I mean, because you've only been in the room for 30 seconds.
For 2 seconds, right?
My goodness.
My
like,
daughter-
how do you do that?
You want to know something funny? My daughter, I took her to one of the locations, and we were eating dinner, and all these people recognized that I was there, so they came over, they started talking. When they walked away, my daughter said, "Dad?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Are you famous?" I said, "No, baby.
I told you.
I'm not famous at
I
all."
told y'all. Okay, listen.
My child
Even
thought
your daughter knew.
my child thought I was famous. I said, "No, baby, I'm not famous. Not at all."
She said, my dad is famous. I'll tell y'all.
She probably will tell you that right now. My dad's famous. When she sees me, she goes, "That's my dad. That's my dad." I said, "These people don't care, bro."
Oh, she is proud to have you as her dad. I can tell. You talking about Joy or Naomi?
I'm talking about Mia.
Say it again.
Mia.
Mia. I don't know why I said
You said the other two, the oldest one.
forgive me. I'm sorry. I should
Oh,
have
you're
known.
fine. You're fine.
How old is Mia now? She just turned 8.
Just turn 8. Yup.
8 is a big deal, okay?
Yeah, she is.
She
That modeling thing is crazy.
She really modeling.
Yeah, did you see the pictures that
I've
she
seen
took?
those pictures.
Don't she look good?
She is
I
flourishing.
said, "It's time to get the gun."
See, Dad gotta get the y'all know.
Because my daughter is beautiful.
Chase him all
Her
the
mother
way.
is beautiful.
Yeah, she
So I knew she was going to be, decent, thank God.
You knew it. I think
But-
you knew right away. Like,
I said, "Lord have mercy."
you had to chase them all.
Yes.
How is it raising her? Like,
She is, you know what? I have to tap into my softer side to deal with her.
okay.
That's what I've learned. I'm type A aggressive male. I'm very, what's the word I want to say? I'm very stable, and very even, very balanced. That's the word I want to use. I'm very balanced when it comes to my emotions and my manhood. But when God gave me a daughter, and I have 5 children altogether, so this is my youngest one. The other ones, I kind of pushed them onto their mother and let her handle that. But this one I embraced because she was the youngest, and to me, she's pretty much the youngest one. And so I took the time to kind of soften for her. And so that's what I've done. Like I take when she cries, I hold her, I talk to her, I encourage her. You know what I'm saying? I don't just go to your mom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's interesting is I didn't know this was going to be the topic, but I have to ask you. So you being a mom, having sons, how is that for you? What is the opposite of that?
It is, I would say, like what you said, like it's really a balancing act sometimes.
Yup.
Some days.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my house, not only do I have sons, but I have a husband. So my whole household is masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person in there is the opposite of me.
Yup.
So with my approach, I noticed with my boys, they still need that affection from me.
Yes, they do.
Even though they're rough and tough,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they put up a front like they're the strongest in the world, okay? But they still need my love and nurturing. Like they still need hugs. They still need that attention from me.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'll be like, my husband tells me like, oh, they're boys. Like when they fall, just they be hard. You know, they'll get back up. And I think that's the way he is supposed to parent.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to me, I know that they need that compassion from me.
I like how you said that. I like how you said that.
They do.
I like that.
So even though he tells me like, oh, you're not hard enough on them, like I still, in my own way, I still be like, come here, baby, let's talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll talk to them about it. And I think that's why I haven't been around. Like I'm not like a whooping behind mom. It could
Like
be
how it
because I
was
have
for our
boys,
time of
though.
like, you know what I'm saying?
It's so different.
Right, it's different.
It's very
Because you know,
different.
I would be bang right up against the wall, sliding down the wall.
We used to get tore up.
We used to get
okay?
tore
I know
up.
I got tore
Yeah,
up.
we both did. I mean, listen, you know our family. Come on now. Now, if you haven't already established this is my cousin.
Yes.
Are we first cousins?
Yes, we're first cousins.
Okay, we're first cousins. Now, people say we look alike because I talk about you a lot.
You do.
I really do. Yes, I do. I tell you people all the time. My cousin is an influencer. She's doing very well. This is her page. And sometimes I've had people say this, darling. They say, oh my God, I know that. I watched her. I'm like, are you serious? They said, yes. I was out to eat at Maggiano's one time and brought you up. And I brought up the page and the girl was like, oh, I know her. I follow her. And I was like, whoa. So my cousin is famous. So forget all that stuff that she said about me in the beginning. Forget it. She's the one that is the important one here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just a guy that comes in and cleans up everything when everything is over with. That's what I do.
Speaking of, you are really good at that. I'm telling you, right?
What? What do you mean?
Okay, so I ain't gonna tell all our business. Okay, y'all might get a little family tea, just a tad
Just a
bit,
tad
okay?
bit. Just a little bit.
But like, I love how now funerals are like a sad thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I feel like you have a gift that when that time comes, you know how to show up and hope everything is just intact. Like when you're there, I feel comfortable.
And I was
like
looking for you.
It's like a safe thing with you. Like I feel safe around you. So when you show up, I know we good.
Heard that.
Like Jermaine got
That's sweet. That is so sweet
right.
for you to say that.
So
I appreciate that.
and I feel like that a lot, especially like with funerals. Like you are almost like the go-to person.
Somebody's got to do it with our family. That's all I gotta say.
Everybody gonna be like, not me.
Right.
I'm not doing it. You know.
We have uncles that are getting older. We got aunts that are getting older.
So
we got people leaving. So they have literally made it very clear that you're the person that's gonna, do this now because we can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So my mom and your family, like they're looking at us like y'all gonna do this now. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, even when I hung out with my sister the other day, she's talking to me like you next. Like I'm not gonna be here forever.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here forever. And I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Like don't be telling us that. We don't want to hear that.
I
Yeah.
like when she says that to me, but at the same time, it's still like an awakening moment of like, yeah, you played a little bit. It's time to grow up.
Yeah.
Even though I'm already an adult, it's another step that you have to go to in order to be able to fulfill that role because people are going to be looking up to you. All the little cousins, they going to be looking towards us. So it's a big job. I get nervous, but you got to step in when the time is right and get the job done. But yeah, I feel like I learned that from you.
Really?
Yeah, I love that. I really do.
She's amazing. She's amazing. And I admire her from afar. I'm not one of those family members who, you know, a lot of people, when they have famous people in their family, and we do, we're not going to name drop. We're not going to talk about them. We're not going to name drop, but we do have people that are in, like, you know, in. And I've always admired her from afar because she has always been unique, always been beautiful, always been classy. And I support her because when she gets famous, I want her to be like, yeah, I remember my cousin Jermaine used to come on my show. Because I get an opportunity to sometimes spend time with celebrities. And when they did with their family and their friends, they really, you see a different side of them. And sometimes they embrace people that aren't their family and friends more than they do their actual family and friends.
That is true.
I've gone to go visit people, and I go in their dressing room, and folks start coming down the hallway, and they go, Jermaine, close the door for me, please. Because they don't even want to deal with them.
Wow.
So,
that's really how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you think, like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say for our family specifically, but some people's family, like, they see them start moving up and they just like, oh, she or they better than us.
Yes. Oh,
They
my
don't have
God.
time for
Yes.
no more. And that's not even true. It's,
Yes.
it's not that specifically. It's just that if you're not on the wave of leveling up and being a better person, it's hard to stick around people like that. They literally bring you down. When you come in a room, they act like you're not there, and they snarky remarks.
If they don't embrace that mindset of doing better, they're never going to understand what we're doing, and they're never going to understand what you guys are doing, what you're going for. And that's the truth. And sometimes, and I got to say this, it can be a lonely walk.
That's true.
It can be a lonely walk. And I mean literally being around people and still be lonely.
Still be lonely. I was
Still be
just
lonely.
thinking about that the other day. Like, sometimes I'm in a room with a lot of people and I just feel like I'm by myself.
Yup. I literally am. I got rid of my cat, so I'm literally by myself. I had to. That thing was going crazy.
It was a kitten. What happened?
Well, it went a little something like this. She started going through heat, and
I know what that looked like.
she started urinating on everything in my house. She was going in my closet. She was going. When she left, when I put her out, I found places where she went behind the microwave. This cat was finding. I couldn't believe it. And what was crazy is she was scared to go outside.
What?
So I actually had someone who I knew had a male cat. I brought the male cat over to the house, and she tried to kill that cat. So I don't know what her problem is.
It's like, so you don't even.
I said, well, sweetheart, I'm trying to help you.
The need. You
don't even want to be helped.
We
She didn't want to be helped.
We can't help you if you don't want to be helped.
Yeah, you can't help you don't want to be helped. And she did not want to be helped. So I said, yeah, this is not going to work.
Oh my goodness. So my cat was a kitten when I got her. And she went through two. But I took her to get snipped. Yeah, she got fixed. Yeah.
So girl?
So I had two cats.
I didn't know the girl. I thought the males only got snipped. I didn't know the females did too.
Or maybe not snipped. I don't know what it's called, but they basically tie their tubes.
Shut your mouth.
And they can do it without having to do like real invasive surgery. I don't know how to do it, but it's so simple. They can do it real fast.
Shut up. I didn't know that.
So she has not gotten pregnant. She's not going to. I did that as soon as she started really boning. Like that sound, that drives me wild. It drives me insane. And they become really aggressive too during that time. Start tearing up stuff. Yeah, they will tear up
because
stuff.
they have a see, no. You've been in my house. You already know what it's not. It's not going down like that.
Oh my goodness, I can imagine. You probably would be so upset. I know you was mad. Like, Leon, listen, kitty. I put my foot down with you. Oh my God.
You laughing. And I'm being totally honest with you.
I know in the moment you was not laughing.
I don't know what I was doing. But the last straw for me was I had a comforter on my bed. And she used to come into my room, and I never allowed her on my bed. She was cleaning everything. I just didn't want,
Yeah.
And so, you know how comforters are big for beds. I have a king size bed, and the comforter was, I think, was like the next size up, and so it draped over the side. She went into there and peed and got on the bottom of the comforter and urinated on it. And I kept trying to figure out why she was running, why she kept wanting to go in there. And when I pulled up the comforter, I saw the wet spot and I smelled it, and the urination was so strong.
Like maybe she had been doing it over
I
and over again.
said she had to be, had to happen.
My goodness.
So I said, this is what we're not going to do. I said, you got to go. You got to go.
That's when you know it's time.
Yeah, it was time to go. So I gave her little eviction papers. And I put her outside.
Yeah.
And she stood in the window for a good week and cried. And I let her back in.
So then what? She did it again.
Then she wanted to go outside. And I let her outside. But she wanted to go back and forth. And I said, we're not going to do this. You got to make a choice.
Right. Because once they go outside, they
that was it. She wanted to
out.
help, and she wanted to keep it. And I was like, we're not going to do that.
So you either in or you're out.
Exactly. I pulled the grandma thing on there. You're going to be running in and out of my house.
Stop leaving my screen door open.
Yes, I'm leaving my screen door open.
Letting out my air.
Letting out my good air. Air conditioning the whole world.
Oh my goodness. And for me, I worry about fleas. And that's why I don't
That was
let my
another
cats
thing,
out.
like bringing that into my house. And
Fleas are hard to get rid of. I've known people in the past that have had fleas, and it takes them years to officially get rid of those fleas. I can't play with them games with those fleas. So as soon as I got my pets, I got them, the little shot and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They got like little drips you can put in their collar, like around their neck.
yeah, I used to have that. I knew what you're talking about.
Yeah. Or a flea collar too. That helps.
That's it.
Yeah.
But they're expensive. Them things is expensive.
Like that little piece of
Yes, for that little piece of plastic.
This thing better work.
Listen,
That's how I be feeling.
let's not be coming back in here with no fees after I spend all that money.
Right.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. So,
I ain't take this. I'm sorry, cut you
no, go ahead.
I
Yeah.
ain't taste this toast yet.
Go ahead.
I
Probably a
just
little cold
noticed
now.
that sesame seeds on it.
Mhm.
Sesame seeds on it. I've never had Texas toast with sesame seeds. We always got sesame seeds, and I just don't know this. He says, "All right, cool. I'm gonna dip it in the sauce."
Yeah, enjoy it.
Oh, good though. Okay. That's like toast. Yeah. I like the butter though.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever butter they use.
It's garlic butter.
That's why.
It's garlic butter.
Ooh, garlic butter.
Mm-hmm.
Never had garlic butter before. They probably sell it at Sprouts. Be over here. I can get some of this. This is the first time I've eaten fast food in like 2 weeks.
Really? What kind of stuff do you eat?
Honestly, like I fast a lot.
Do you really?
I fast a lot. I normally fast in the morning, and I'll just drink something like a matcha tea. I used to drink coffee instead.
I remember you did like coffee.
Yeah, I actually stopped drinking it because it was raising my blood pressure.
Shut up.
High blood pressure runs in
It runs in our family. Yes, my mom had to. My mother had to. I forget the camera's here, and I start telling our business. But my mother had it, and she had to.
They might know that part of it.
Yeah, like that's a black. Listen, it doesn't matter if you're African American. It's running somewhere in your family. Yeah, because it's within the black community.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew before it used to be like eating pork. Pork raises your blood pressure.
Yep.
So we basically stopped eating that.
Me too.
You stopped too?
Me too.
That's so good.
Yep.
Because it's so bad.
I went to last year. I went to the doctor just for a checkup because somebody encouraged me to go. They said, Rain, you haven't been going. You need to go. And I was going for checkups and stuff, making sure that my health was on point, making sure that if I can just be personal, just getting like STD checkups and making sure everything was good, in order. And and so they said, Mr. Stokes, how do you feel? And I was like, I feel fine. They said, no dizziness, no nothing. I'm like, no. They're like, we need to test you again. And they kept me in there for like almost 3 hours, just consistently testing my blood pressure. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, is something going on? And they said your numbers are very high. Like it's like you're at stroke level right now.
Ooh,
They said we don't understand how you're able to even function right now, the way you are able to. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And they were just like, because your levels are high. And they told me what my numbers was, and I was like at 180 over something. And I was like, well, I don't know. I didn't know it was bad.
That's really high.
Yeah, and the other thing was that I wasn't. It was high, but I wasn't seeing or experiencing any effects of it. So I was just like, well, hey.
They said high blood pressure, when you have it, you can't tell.
And they call it the silent killer.
It is.
That's what they call it.
Because you won't even know, and then all of a sudden you will have a stroke. Like a lot of people that have had strokes, there was no signs. They didn't even know it was going to happen. So it's really important to get them numbers checked.
Yeah. So listen, if you're listening to this and you're a person of a certain age, please make sure that you do that. And listen, let's also add this point on there too. Let's also no problem. Your eating habits now have a lot to do with the blood pressure down the line. So all of that sugar, all of that salt, monitor that. That's a big part of it. And see, what we do is we create habits when we're younger. Oh, we like this candy bar. Oh my God, I love this iced tea flavor with the sugar, and you know what I mean. And then you get up older, and it's a part of your how you eat, your diet, and you've established something that can take you up out of here and didn't even realize that you did. So please be mindful of that. It's so important. It really is. It's very important.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I do be talking about health on my channel too a lot, because like sometimes I've had struggles with my health, so I truly understand it. Like blood pressure can affect way more than just your blood pressure. It can affect other organs in your body. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I gotta tell you something on camera.
Okay, heard that. You was gonna make me ask. I was gonna ask anyway. I was gonna be like, cuz you need to tell me what's going on. Wow, yeah.
So then once I found this specific thing out, I started being like more intentional. I started asking my sisters questions and, finding out if they was experiencing something similar. We have the same DNA basically.
Right.
They telling me like, yeah, I was like that when I was in my 30s, or I felt like that, and then I'm like, oh my goodness. And it's stuff that we don't talk about until it's already
sometimes before it's too late. You know what I'm saying?
So have those conversations with your mom, with your dad, your sisters, brothers.
And you know what? And I know that you'll agree with me. When you go to the doctors, that's why they asked you. Was your mother diabetic?
Yep.
Did your father have high blood pressure? Don't they ask you that? They ask me that. I'm like, why you asking me about my family? Yep.
And now we know.
Now we understand why.
For me to be like, now I see why it's important.
Yes.
Because some stuff can be genetically passed down.
Yes.
But it won't affect you until you have basically a bad lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it'll trigger that thing.
Exactly.
And it will be in you as well. So really important to know that stuff.
That's wow. So true.
Goodness. This was fun.
This
I'm
is.
full.
Are you really? You don't eat a lot anyway, do you?
No.
Yeah.
I did want to make sure I ate the toast though.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna skip it. I'm probably eat the rest of the dinner or something. Possibly. Or the kids.
I was gonna say and let your husband try the chicken.
You know what? I'm gonna save it for him, because he probably gonna watch this live and be like, "Where's my chicken?"
Does he watch it? He be watching your stuff?
He watch my lives, definitely.
That's good.
I love him.
Hey, bro.
Me.
Yes. The last time we had the game night at my house, remember?
Yeah.
That's the last time I seen him. Yes. I haven't seen my brother in a minute. It has. Because people are still harassing me about, when you having another one? I said, I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
My cousin also hosts family game nights, or family friend game nights.
Very true.
And when me and my husband went, we had a good time. I was like,
we had a great time, didn't we?
Yeah, I was like, we're going to try and do this again.
Yeah.
My husband was like, that was cool.
Did he really enjoyed it?
Yeah, he did.
That's what's up.
I said, would you go to the next one? He was like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And that was the first time that I think you guys came, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And everybody's been asking me to do it again.
Please do.
And can I tell you something? This is what people don't know. What? You didn't know there were pastors there?
I think you told me.
Yeah, it was pastors
the
there.
pastor.
Yes, it was pastors there.
He did.
My friends were there. My family, the only family that was really there was you and your husband. That was really it. Because my sisters didn't make it. But we had a great time. The food was good. Remember, everything was so good. We had so much fun. And so I remember that everybody was like, oh my God, you really gotta, when you having the next one? And oh my God, because I had somebody literally threaten me like, bro, you need to make this happen. I'm like, all right, calm down, bro. Calm down, calm yourself.
Yeah, because I think that's like a missing thing that a lot of people don't have. Like as we get older, we start to like separate from our friends and family, and we have our own lives and stuff like that. But we don't have connections with people where it could be like, oh, we could all be in one room and still enjoy our time together.
Yes.
And we don't get that all the time.
Yes.
You know? Unless we like going somewhere spending all this money. Not everybody want to do that, especially now in this economy. Goodness gracious, the prices of everything is crazy.
Yeah.
So you went to Sprouts, right?
I went to Sprouts.
So how the prices?
So let me tell you something about Sprouts. I go there to get my fruit because I know that it's going to be fresh.
I know that.
Now I'm paying a little bit more for it, but for me it's okay.
It's worth it.
I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Sprouts is a good place to go. Okay. Y'all probably already go to Sprouts, but I know some people have been shifting from Whole Foods to Sprouts.
Now let me tell you a little bit about Whole Foods.
That's interesting.
I started shopping at Whole Foods. I'm gonna tell you why. I love Sprouts, but the only reason why I started shopping at Whole Foods was because it's near my job. It's in the same parking lot, so it's a little bit easier for me to go there, only because it's so convenient. But my go-to spot is Sprouts.
Okay.
I actually used to work for Sprouts. I was a head cashier, and I wasn't making the money that I wanted to make, and they wanted to promote me to a department manager of one of the departments in there. Okay. And it just went left.
Really?
Yeah, it went left. It ended up being something else. So, but that's another story for another time.
Because I need the tea.
We need to do this more often because there is so much that we can cover. Me and this woman right here. Oh my God, the conversations that we could have in the material that we can cover. And listen, she didn't tell me to say this, and she doesn't even know I'm going to say this. Please make sure that you like and share and tag your friends in this video. Okay? My cousin is going to be great at some point, greater than it is right now. And you guys are going to be on board. Don't go jumping on board after she gets, when Tyler Perry calls her and when she's on there what's her name? Anyala Van Zandt. You know what I mean? When she, no, don't try to be her friend then. You try to be her friend then. Don't try to jump on board then. But all jokes aside, so definitely support her, push her channel, make it successful because she has great material. And my cousin is so smart. Like I be watching her, like I watch her sometimes. She doesn't even know I watch her. I be home in my house, single.
Do you watch me on your TV?
I watch you on my tablet. I have like 5 tablets. I have like 5 tablets.
5 tablets?
I literally do. I love tablets. It's diabolical because you only need one. But I started buying myself one every year for Christmas. And after 4, I was like, all right, Janae, you really don't need any more because they all going to do the same thing. So, and then I have a MacBook. If I took a picture and showed you, I have a Latino woman that comes and cleans my house for me. She speaks no English at all, but she can clean like a mug. You hear me? Oh my goodness. And I love her because she says, whatever I ask her, she goes, whatever you need me to do. We text each other. We don't talk like how we're talking. We text each other. That's how we communicate. Yes. And so she talk whatever I ask her. She goes, whatever you want me to do, I'll do whatever you want me to do. No problem. I'm like, can I marry you? Because are you married?
I'm like, this is sounding like wife right now. What's her name?
That is just too funny.
What's her name? How old is she?
Her name is Karina.
Karina. I have a friend named Karina.
Her name is Karina.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, she speaks English though.
Okay. So yeah, this one does not speak English at all.
Really?
When she came to see that, I went to the barbershop. Now, I know y'all like it. Well, he's bald. That's not true. I actually shave my hair. I actually hair comes in and it's actually really nice. And my mother, if my mother watches this video, she's probably cussing me out right now because she hates the fact that I shave my hair. She does not like it. Yeah, my mother is always like, you got beautiful hair. I don't know why you don't let your hair grow. So every once in a while, I'll look in the mirror and I'll go, oh, that does look nice. And so I'll go to the barber shop and I'll get it, you know, shape up and let it come in. And then after a while, it'll start irritating my scalp because I'm not used to having hair. So it hurts. So then I start scratching. And so eventually I have to go right back to this. So during one of those segments is when I went to the barbershop and she was cleaning the barbershop. And she was doing so good. And I was like, I told my barber, I was like, I want her number because I want her to clean for me. And he can't speak English either.
Okay.
So he said, we do the same thing. We translate through the Google Translate. And he told her. And she said, all right, well, let me know when you want me to come and I'll come look at the house and we'll set a price. And she came to my house and she came with somebody. That person couldn't speak English either. I said, this is I'm telling you.
Like, I hope this works.
I said, yeah, I was like, is this gonna work? But we were texting and it was working. It was perfectly fine. So long story short, I hired her and she's great. She's great. She's a great cleaner.
You might need to come to my house. I don't know what
you was cleaning when I went by there early. Was that last week or early this week? That was early this week. That was Monday.
What, when I
came by? Yeah, you were cleaning that?
Yeah, that was Monday. Yeah, I don't clean no games. Put my gloves
I
on.
said, she opened up that door, that cleaning product came out. I said, well, she in there cleaning. She ain't playing.
I had my afro and my gloves and my glasses.
Yes, you did. You had your yellow gloves on. I said, oh, she's serious about her cleaning.
Down, okay?
I know you do.
When you live with all men, nothing against you.
Oh, no. You know, you've been to my house. You already know.
Completely different. He need to come in and check on my kids, okay? And my husband. But yeah, so they are very messy. And I have a dog. You heard my dog.
I did, because he was going crazy. Ready, trying to get outside to protect you.
He always trying to protect me.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. What's his name?
His name is Onyx.
I like that.
He's so awesome.
I like that.
But yeah, so yeah, I be getting down. I have to really clean. Like I have to do a deep clean almost every 2 days. Like deep clean is serious.
Now, let me tell you something about having a girl. My daughter is actually a lot like her mother.
It is.
Now, this ain't gonna get me in trouble because I'm grown. I say what I want to say. But her mother is actually a clean person, right?
Yeah.
My daughter is spoiled. So we've had to kind of instill in her the value of being clean. Because if not, she'll drop it and just walk off.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, young lady, we don't do that here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in my house, I don't play that. So she already knows. So she'll go back. Now, she's not the best cleaner because remember, she's only 8 years old.
Yeah, she's so young.
But I try to make sure that she understands, you know. And even when it comes to like womanly things, I'm a man. Listen, take care of everything, you know what I mean? Take that shower. You know, I get her, you know, I know a little bit. I mean, I've had girlfriends and I was married once. So I kind of know a little bit. But
he has sisters.
Yeah, and I had sisters, that's right. Yeah. So
you know, a little something.
Exactly. So, you know, I'm like on her like, young lady, go take that bath. Yeah, it's time.
Well, that's cool. At least you are doing that for her. Because in my mind, I don't know, because my husband doesn't have a daughter. We don't have a daughter, so I don't know what that really looks like.
Heard it.
In my mind, I'm thinking like dad wouldn't be on his daughter like that. Like he probably would just do it for her because she's like a princess.
Right.
So that's interesting.
I believe that because I'm not going to be around all the time, and I want her to know that, you know, that when I look at my daughter, yes, she's my child, but I also look at her like as realizing that one day a young man is going to be with her, right? And he's going to look at her like how I look at women that I date or get to know. And you're observing, you're watching, you know, like, you know, this conversation would go so many ways. But just know that I want whoever she dates to be able to look at her and go, okay, she's got her stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean money, I don't mean car, I don't mean house. That I do want her to have in order, but I also mean I want her to be able to, when it comes to her personal hygiene and how she carries herself. I want her to be,
Right.
you know, I don't want her to be one of those that, because, you know, we all went to high school. There was always somebody that was a stinky girl and was a stinky guy. And we all know that's the reason why we know, because people talk about it. So,
Right.
you know, we just want to make sure that I wanted to make sure my daughter doesn't become that person. Yeah, that she ain't that one.
It's funny because I was watching this is on subject but off subject at the same time. I was watching this video from this lady. Her name is Ashley Dalton, and she was like reviewing a video of this lady and how she like smelled, like she went in the bathroom behind her and like can smell everything.
That is
smell
crazy.
your whole day.
What was that on? Can I ask you what that was
It's
on?
on YouTube.
Okay.
Ashley Dalton.
Okay.
Is her name.
Okay, because I watched a clip again. Let's keep it real. I watched a TikTok, and the person said that they could not understand how that young lady couldn't pick up that she was walking around like that. We had a person. I worked a job. I'm not going to say anything because
You don't say the
we're not going to do names. We're not going to do locations. But trust me when I say this. I worked a job where a young lady just her hygiene was not 100%, and we just couldn't understand why that was like that. We could not understand why it was like that.
I would say the invites.
And my boss had to literally have a conversation with her. Yeah, because we were both managers, and I was just like, "There's no way I'm having that conversation.
Right, I can't do it.
I'm not having that conversation." You know, you're gonna have to do that.
Was she like a team worker or was she an adult?
She was an adult.
Really?
She was an adult. Yes, because she had to be at least 18.
Oh, yeah.
But she was, I think, like 20, maybe 21. And I don't know what was going on with that situation.
Oh my goodness.
She was lighting that place up, and I was just like, girl.
Yeah, you think like at this age, at this big age.
Right, because when you get older, like we're old enough to know better. You feel me?
You can smell yourself in like a movement.
Listen,
if you move like this,
even as a man, you guys got a little other stuff, a little bit, got a whole nother department going on.
True.
But as a man, let me tell you something. Ain't no way you should be walking around here smelling like hoagies in the summertime. That's diabolical. That's diabolical. And I told my daughter, if I even think that it's about to be, young lady, go take a bath, take a shower. I'm all over it.
Like if
You will not be, you will not be that person. Yeah, you won't be that person.
Speaking of hygiene and boys, oh my goodness. Why do I have to tell them to shower? What is up with that?
But
like,
wait, you want to hear something funny?
You were a
I was just
kid?
about to tell you,
What
yes.
is up with that? Like,
But wait, it just clicks after a while, though, Darby.
okay, so
It clicks
eventually
after a while. What's funny is life has to kind of run its course. So you kind of have to do that until one day it clicks in their head where you're just like, wait a minute, I can't be walking around smelling like that. You know? Or the girl that I like.
Is that that's after puberty? That's the question. Is that after puberty or is that like
If I remember correctly, it was
how long is that?
It was after puberty.
It was.
It was after puberty.
Okay.
Because I remember one time my mom was like, boy, if you don't get yourself in that daggone. And I was just like walking around smelling like funkified.
Funkified.
I was smelling funkified, right? And listen, and I'm like, well, what's wrong? Why do you need me to do that, mother?
Like, why do I need to shower?
Why do I need to shower?
For what?
And then after a while, you know, you get older and you start to say, wait a minute, I should not be smelling like that. You go to school and you hear people talking about people who have odors and you see girls that you like and, you know, that stuff kind of gets you on track.
Right.
Because I was
start to make those connections finally.
Yeah, it starts to,
Okay, this is what I got to do at least once a day. At a bare minimum.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they don't even want to do it once a day. So I have in my bathroom, y'all, I don't know if y'all ever seen it. Y'all probably have, like years ago. But I have a sign in my bathroom on what to do in the morning. Because if a sign, and now I feel like they're ignoring it, but it says brush your teeth, wash your face, and brush your hair. Just that. I make them shower at night because doing it twice a day for boys, especially when I have 3 and only 1 bathroom, is a lot.
Okay.
In the morning
Okay.
before school, that's crazy.
Heard that.
Okay. So I make them shower at night, which that is a hassle. But in the morning, they have that sign. So when they go to the bathroom, that's what they do.
Heard
They
that.
even have rules for just flushing the toilet, wash your hands, wipe up behind yourself.
Heard
because
that.
they're boys,
Right,
you know?
right. And you're a woman.
Yeah, I've had problems where like I'll go sit on the toilet and it's wet.
Shut
And freaking
Darlene. Darlene.
Can you
Darlene.
imagine? And they like,
I'm a man.
oh, what you mean?
And I would have a whole problem.
Yes,
I would
I'm
have
out
a
in the
problem.
bathroom, and they make it seem like I'm just like, oh, just so over
You're just, being a mom.
Just wipe it off.
Hello, it shouldn't even be there.
It shouldn't even be there. If you lifted the toilet, it wouldn't even be sitting there like that. So
Yeah.
now I gotta come in and be like, look
Wait, you
around.
know something funny? I have the nerve to invite women to my home. And when they go to my bathroom, they say, why every time I come over here to see the... It's supposed to be a... I'm a man. I don't suppose... Well, I do, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. I
Why
don't
would you put it
understand
down
that.
if you
I have no idea. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? What kind of life are y'all
At
living?
least you lifted it. I'd rather come in and it be lifted versus coming in and
And it's not right.
top.
Listen, I'm a man. I'm with you on that. That's crazy.
So now, like, normally I would leave my cleaning products in the hallway. I have like a cabinet where I store all that stuff in. But now I leave it in the restroom. I have like a set that I pull out right before I go and I clean the toilet and stuff like that if I see it that way. But you gotta really like clean more often with a house full of men. Just do. And I face the fact, you know.
Listen, take my
Unfortunately, they didn't
word
have
for
your
it.
mom, you know.
My mother does not play.
I'm like, maybe I
Listen,
need to
let me say this. Let me say this, right? And I know that you will agree 110% with me.
Mm-hmm.
We come from a bloodline of short, sassy black women. And you best believe that if you do something crazy, they gonna let you know. They gonna set you straight. They gonna set you straight. Especially mom. Now my mom was the baby, right? My mom's the baby, and your mom, your sisters, my cousins, we're all we're a piece of work, all of us, the men and the women. It ain't just the women, it's the men too.
You know, my husband says my family is bougie.
Really?
Yeah.
I do not.
I
Where?
was like, for real?
Where?
So we're bougie.
Tell me where.
I think he's comparing
To his
like
family?
his family, yeah.
How's his family?
The
Are we
opposite.
able to talk about that? Because he might see this.
They are the opposite.
Are they of
Yeah,
us?
They're different than us. Yeah.
I would love, Sean, I need you to invite me to a function. Please invite
Well,
your
I'll
brother to a
invite you.
function. Please do. I really mean that.
You would come?
Yes, I would come. Listen, can I tell you
Coming
something?
up. There's always one coming up.
Wait, listen to me. I be sitting home.
Really?
I be home, darling. I be
You
home.
what you doing?
Make sure you hit me up, text me, and be like, man, this is what we gonna do.
Okay.
I will be there. I will promise you, I will be there.
They gonna think you my brother.
That's fine. We cousins, we family anyway, don't matter.
Yeah, just my brother.
Yeah. They wouldn't know what to do with me. I'll be like, we turning up, and then
I thought you said your cousin was a pastor.
that's what I was going to say, right? I thought he was a
He
pastor.
don't act like a
Oh, no, he
pastor.
is. Right. Can I say
Like, oh, no,
something?
he is.
Let me say something about that because I hear that a lot. People,
Let's talk about it.
yeah, let's talk about that because people always say, they go, oh my God, you're a pastor? I go, yeah, I'm a pastor. They go, oh, okay. And you have to let people, like, if Jesus was alive today and he was walking the earth, he would be wearing clothes just like we did. He would just be who he was. And that's what I believe. I believe that I'm a natural person. I'm a human being. You know, when I walk the streets, I have to make sure that I don't be staring at the big booties and the big breasts. I'm a human being. I'm a man. It's going to happen.
Still human.
And I'm sure, you know, I know because I know church, the same thing happens with women. They got to make sure they don't stare too much at God. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, people forget we are human beings. You know what I'm saying? We're humans, guys. That's just, so the title of pastor is something that we take seriously, but we walk it out, you know, in our natural everyday life. That's what we do. So that's what that is, y'all. That's exactly what that is.
That is true. Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot going on here, so I may seem my eyes all over the place,
Oh, it's
but it's a
okay.
lot of movement
I
going
see.
on.
I'm like,
You
oh,
see that
yeah,
too,
busy.
right? Yeah.
So what time is it? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. How long we been on?
I don't know, maybe about an hour, but it's been a good hour.
Right.
I have
love
enjoyed this.
Me too.
I have definitely enjoyed this. The next time, we're gonna come to my house,
Okay, I would
and we're
like
gonna
that.
do it. We can do it at my house. We'll cook and we'll just eat.
Oh, that would be fun.
I'll cook something and we'll just eat. I'm serious. You want to do
Okay, I
that?
like that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If you guys want to see that, right in the comments,
In the
we'll do it
comment
again.
section,
Yes.
okay.
Put it in the comment section.
That would be so much fun. I
We
would
need
love that.
we need 200K.
200K. Okay.
Listen, I don't know what God is doing with me and putting me on social media because I got reached out to do the pop the balloon challenge.
No, you did. I told y'all he was famous. See, you see what I'm talking about? He be lying. Not telling the truth. He's a pastor. He's gonna be lying like this. The Lord is looking at you. Okay. Go
This
ahead, go
past
ahead.
week,
The pop the balloon.
somebody reached out to me and said that these people are looking for people, and they sent me the video. It was a pop the balloon challenge. I was like, okay, whatever. And they said they're looking for people, and I had remember saying, just as I was watching one at home one day, I was like, I would love to do that.
Really?
Yeah, I said to my, I'm like, I really love to do that. And so what happened was, so what ended up happening was, the opportunity just came about, and I did it. So they contacted me. I didn't email them. They sent me, told me where to email them, and I did that. And they responded right back and said, "We're coming to Philadelphia." And they said, "Are you available on the 27th?" And I said, "Yes, I am."
27th of what?
Of this month.
He about to do pop the balloon.
And I was like, "Are you serious?" And they
See,
said,
y'all
"Yeah."
getting this sneak preview
Yeah, so-
of one of the contestants. Y'all see what's happening here? This was
Listen.
meant to be. Go ahead.
So let me say this: y'all saw me on my cousin's page first before
You saw
anybody.
me.
Okay,
Y'all saw it
on here first. That's
Okay.
right. Here first.
So y'all know his true personality, okay?
Yeah.
So if they try to, y'all already know what the deal is.
Yeah, it's not gonna go down no other way. And that's what's funny because I'm naturally funny, and people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're a pastor." I'm like, "Yeah, we're human.
Right.
We're human. We do human things. I laugh. I get angry. I you know what I mean? But I love God. That's what distinguishes me. My relationship with God is what makes me the pastor. This Sunday I'll be in the pulpit preaching. Literally
And
this Sunday.
where you be preaching at?
I still get invitations to
pull
a
up
lot
with
of these. You can pull up anytime. You already know that because you know our sis would have us in that service
Yes, she would.
already.
They're like,
Right? So this weekend, I believe I'm going to be a guest at someone's church, and I don't remember the actual address, but I'll be there. It's a men's thing. It's a men's panel, so it's just men preachers, and I think it's like 5 topics, and they just asked me to pick one, and I did. So I'm one of the 5 men that are going to be there. So I'm excited about that because it's normally this is a very for me it's a unique service, and I'm glad to be a part of that.
I like that.
Yeah.
You already have like your subject matter, or did they ask
I
you?
do. I started. They asked me to speak on something, but from that topic, I can pretty much come up with my own. And I already kind of was like brainstorming and kind of like sitting before God, like, all right, God, what do you want me to do? And so I feel like He's already like, you already know. Go ahead, just go with that. So.
Like, I gave you the answer.
Yeah, like you already know what it is, so just go with that. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, go into the word a little bit more and pull out some things that I want to make sure I touch on.
Okay.
And that's it. I'm excited. I'm really excited about that.
I'm see if I can drag my sister. I can drag Sophia, because she keep talking about want to go to church, but she don't really open.
She calls me whenever she has something. She calls me all the time. She calls me like if it's something that regards like a prayer or something that she wants me to like oversee. She calls me all the time. She'll tell me when she came to our sister's funeral, she was just like, "Well, I don't really talk to y'all, but I talk to Jermaine all the time." She was telling them. She told them straight up, "I talk to Jermaine all the time. I don't know about y'all, but I talk to him. We talk all the time." I said, "Yes, we do. We definitely do." Yeah.
That's so funny because when I meet other family members and I tell them like, "Oh, I just talked to Jermaine last week or something," they be like, "Y'all talk like that?" It's like, "Yeah, Jermaine." You stay in contact with me in
Yes,
some
I
shape
do.
or form.
Yes.
We always
And I'm the elusive guy. Everybody says, how come you ain't show up? Oh my God, I ain't seen you in years. And I'll be like, I'm around. I'm not doing anything. I don't understand why you guys act like I'm not doing, like I'm around.
I think people just assume that you're just always busy. Like you're always out probably traveling or you know, working or something like that.
And I do. But at the same time, for family, I got time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can make time. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Love that.
Yep.
This is my masculine protection here. It's another
Definitely.
another one. Okay.
Most definitely.
I know I'm
I don't play
protected,
about this one right here. I got other cousins, but this is my favorite. Literally my favorite. And you know, people say you shouldn't say that. This is my favorite
I'm gonna
cousin.
say, oh,
She shows up at. She comes to my birthday dinners with gifts. She don't just be showing up. She eats. Sean has something. Sean, I think Sean came one time too, right?
He did.
Yeah, like listen, I love her. I love her, and I felt bad. That's why I was like, this time I don't want you to pay for anything because you always look out for me, always. Well, I remember one time I was gonna go against go head to head with my family about something that happened with her, and she was like, no, you remember that?
I'm trying to see what you would.
We can talk about it off camera. I'll remind you. You was like, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because I don't really want it to be like a big
Yeah, you
fuss
didn't want no
or
drama.
anything.
But I was like, no, I want you there. I want you to be there. She was like, no. Yep. You was like, no, don't worry about it. Just let it go. I was like, all right. Only because you said that. I was getting ready like, now listen, I got something I gotta say. That's hilarious. So yeah. I know we went like completely off topic, but this has been so good. This has been very good.
I like that it was natural. You know, like I had questions and stuff, but I feel like we just talking about it anyway.
Oh, most definitely.
So
definitely.
I'm happy. This is really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all stay tuned for the second one.
Yeah, we're gonna do a part 2, but next time you guys are gonna come to my home. I'm gonna cook something, but I need to know what you like because I can either get it or either prepare it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna sit down and we're gonna eat. I'm gonna get you some wine.
Okay.
We're gonna sit back and we're gonna really cut up. We're gonna really cut up.
That's gonna be fun.
Yes.
We're gonna do it in the summer. This summer.
We can do it anytime you want to. We can do it in the next 2 weeks if you want to. It doesn't matter to me. I'm serious.
2 weeks? Y'all better subscribe, okay? Or y'all gonna miss this. Okay?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. And I'm gonna put this on my page too.
Okay.
Yeah, put this on my page too.
So we're about to close out, y'all. But what I want to do before we close out, I do want you to end in a prayer for us.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
So y'all bow your heads and close your eyes.
So bow your heads and close your eyes. Bow your heads and close your eyes.
Better.
You better. Precious Father, we thank you for this opportunity that we've had to be together, to fellowship, to laugh, to love, and to share with the people that are listening to this channel. I pray that you would continue to heap success upon my cousin, prepare her, continue to take her to greater heights and greater depths in you and with this channel. Bless the people that have watched it and that are walking away with something from this experience that has been a blessing to them. I pray that they have got clarity and understanding. And I pray, God, that you would continue to just rebuke everything that's not you, that causes their life to be depressed or discouraged. May they find joy and love and happiness in their loved ones and their family members. And Lord, let them just be well and have great success in everything that they do. In Jesus' name, we thank you and we praise you. Until next time, amen.
Amen. Thank you. I love that. See, people don't get to see this and me that much, so I'm really happy that you came and joined us today.
Of course.
So we're going to see y'all next time, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody
Yes.
who may like some cranes or need to know how good it is, because it's good, okay? Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. That was fun, though.
It was.
That was really